Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing there. I think you guys should get the other healer up. What do I know? What do I know? Good. Huh? Oh, red. Um. Okay. Okay, so one. Red. Purple. Okay, so blue is dark, red is light. Makes sense. Oh my god. That was an interesting fight. That was interesting. That was interesting. The fuck? She won't wake up. What do we do? What is this place? Where is everyone? So I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? It's no use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them. All their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There is no future awaiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can't stay lost forever. If only this pain will leave me. No, don't do it. No. Now I close my eyes and sink into the darkness. And then I'll suffer no more. Daya? Mother? Father? Wake up! I understand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? The perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do, like going to second servings for coffee biscuits. I never. Gaia. I never agreed to anything of the sort. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Ugh, do you have to be so loud? The fairy fell silent, only to be replaced by Ryan's voice, ringing through my head. I never thought I would be so glad to hear it. You've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you long enough. Please carry on with what you came to do. I'm glad you came back to your usual self. But how are you feeling? Much better now. But something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream. A stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this ever happening before. And I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I cannot make sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least that's what it felt like. Minfilia. That is, the first oracle of light once served Hydaelyn as the word of the mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark, then we'd had best prepare for ourselves for the worst. Prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the night's return did tip the ethereal balance towards activity, which may have served to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked or no, Gaia is still her own person. Everything all right? It's nothing. Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. There'll be plenty of time to think about it once the last element's restored. If thou believest thyself well enough, then I see no reason to delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Revitalization of ice, that's what I meant to say. Shiva, then Rin, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us? She and the great worm praise Velgar made a bond. To find a kindred spirit in such an ancient and fearsome creature. I can hardly imagine what sort of person she must have been. Long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Ysael, whose method of summoning differed greatly from many we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear to witness the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus she was moved to dedicate her being to that self-same cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So she was able to control it herself. Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud. That's all. Anyway, we'd better get going. Our journey leadeth to a great glacier situated in the northernmost region of the Empty. I'll get there as quickly as I can. It's time to draw out the ether. I was thinking. That I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is most strongly aligned to light. I need to get as close as I can to and use my own abilities as well as Eden's to draw it out. So that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice. I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet the primal we encountered in the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Of course, Thancred would be against it. Have you forgotten what Rin does to the primals we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as he and Ryan beat the tar out of each other. In any case, the ether only returns to the Empty once the creature's been slain, although it seems that you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably, there's a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Ryan. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Where the entity is volatile as the primals we have previously summoned, it would be logical to assume that, in her role as conduit, Ryan would be hard-pressed to retain control. Rin would have no recourse but to defend himself by any means necessary, else his life would be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I have to try. I've got to try. But I don't see why this is even necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power. But what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on ether just like the other sin eaters, it would undo all our hard work. That's true. 'Tis a disconcerting eventuality, and one which cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden to nurture the environment rather than to drain life from it, we can leave it to take care of the empty in our place. I'll challenge the ether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. If all goes wrong, then what? I know this all sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it's been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith in ourselves and in each other. Sigh. I've made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you, Ren? I'll hold back as much as possible. Ren, I suppose you've got your heart set on this. There's no point in trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless, is that clear? Ask Crystal. This is going to work, I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so, because if the primal takes over, it'll be fine. With all of you by my side, I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us? I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. It is enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I'll do what I want, when I want. I've made my own decision, so now I have to see it through. Yes, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Well, the point is that this is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. So this is how much it means to you. Memories of Shiva envelop your mind. I don't know how, but I can see her too. This might actually work.